bringing a child into this world. If you're lucky and fortunate enough to experience that, I would never ever take that for granted. I mean, it's the most powerful thing you can ever do in your life. And especially after losing a child.
She came home and it felt special to show her who was a budding star, like she had on the replay. And so we went to the beach, we went to the club, we went to the street dance.
Oh, you guys are having fun.
We went to Bob Marley Museum. She had to go there.
Sean Paul stated bluntly on the radio that he realized Jay-Z did not want him near Beyoncé when they were promoting Baby Boy in 2003. Fan fiction is not what that is. He said that himself on Radio Jamaica. I'm breaking down how that tension sparked a persistent rumor machine. Everything from the purposeful filming of a segment to the crazy discussion of a hidden child. I'll next take you through the ramifications in the actual world. Jay's 444 apology, Solange's lift night, Lemonade, and the family breakup around Beyoncé's half-brother, which the internet continues to fabricate into cover-up stories. Hold on, I've got these receipts. Sean Paul and Beyoncé's secret child, who has been hidden from the world for at least 20 years, is the first receipt. Sean Paul explains to Radio Jamaica's 2 Live crew in receipt number 2 that Jay employed diplomacy because he did not want him in close proximity to Beyoncé. That's reporting verbatim. The third Dance Hall Mag receipt. The Baby Boy video was shot in 2003 with Sean Paul and Beyoncé mainly apart, a fact that has been mentioned for years. The fourth receipt is for the 2003 VMA performance controversy. Sean Paul did not receive the anticipated moment on stage. Sean has stated that he felt embarrassed when the concert was canceled and Jamaicans blamed Jay's jealously. The internet created a whole 20-year mythos of open marriage, secret children, and adultery based on those receipts. Sean Paul eventually backed off from the envy story to quiet the clamor, and I'll show you where the facts lie. I recall the summer Baby Boy exploding, Beyoncé going solo, connecting with Sean Paul at his highest point in the world, and the record spending 9 weeks at the top of the Hot 100. That's chart history that has been documented. The timeline begins in the middle of 2003. Later, Baby Boy Sessions, a Jake Nava-directed video. The footage from August to September 2003 is repeated in separate detail throughout the coverage for years. Sean Paul wasn't on stage as planned, according to VMA season reports and retrospectives. Jay's envy is cited by Jamaican fans. Sean later said that he felt ashamed and cut. Separate shoots and an Ice Live slot were the 2 elements that turned into the fuel. At the time, blogs said that Jay was protecting his then-girlfriend from a charismatic Jamaican celebrity who had everyone dancing. According to Sean's genuine statements years later, the public blew up the affair rumors, and he praised Beyoncé as a remarkable talent. That has been documented in several interviews. Therefore, why did the secret child rumor persist for 20 years if he is claiming it was just noise? Let us follow the breadcrumbs that are constantly being mixed together on the internet. This is the concoction that fuels conspiracy theories. A seed of attention. Jay is said to be envious. Sean Paul did not play. A peculiarity of sight. Distinct video configurations. Fans interpreted the lack of a joint press shortly after the controversy as evidence. Sean Paul, however, attempted to quell it in 2021, stating that his remarks backfired and that he didn't intend to rekindle accusations of envy. He has even made kind remarks about perhaps working together again in the future. What, therefore, is the foundation of the secret child theory? Not on official records, to be honest. It typically combines Beyoncé's extremely personal family decisions with Lemonade for 144, the actual documented relationship turmoil between Jay and Buh, and the unrelated subject of Beyoncé's half-brother Nixon, not Beyoncé's son, but Matthew Knowles', which tabloids constantly repackage for clicks. Allow me to refresh your memory a little. The Night of the Lift, 2014. A camera, Jay-Z, Solange, and a hotel lift. The entire story doesn't need to be repeated. It had a huge cultural impact. Private conflicts were acknowledged. The main idea was that while there was actual drama, Hidden Child is not the same as it. 444 in 2017 and Lemonade in 2016. Beyoncé confronted betrayal and mending in an artistic way. Fans filled in the blanks after hearing Becky with the nice hair. Later on, Jay-Z talked about treatment and infidelity. "We put in the effort. We adore one another. It was not a rumor." Jay said that in interviews and throughout the record. These collections of research support marital stress and the potential decades-long kid cover-up. Nixon Knowles, the half-brother, was born in 2010. This is the son of Alexandra Wright and Matthew Knowles. According to Wright's statements, Beyoncé never made an effort to connect with Nixon, who battled with feeling ignored. Nixon is not Beyoncé's child, despite what tabloids have reported, and his presence has people wondering if the other child is suffering the same fate. Unverified Reddit discussions that hypothesize about a third person in the bedroom occasionally include Renaissance lyrics. That is not a confirmed assertion of relationship structure. It is fan interpretation. That's exactly how I frame it whenever I bring it up. Online users discuss unverified rumors. Paper trails, birth certificates, lawsuits, settlements, and investigative media would all be present if a secret child had been around for 20 years. None of that is part of Beyoncé's public record. Why, therefore, is the hypothesis still popular? This is the most popular brick on the internet. According to reports, Beyoncé and Sean Paul were filmed in largely different settings for the Baby Boy video. That is accurate. However, the reason isn't recorded since we have to conceal a pregnancy or a secret child. Years later, when the Jay jealousy conversation began to spiral out of control once more, Sean Paul reaffirmed that there was no secret romance. He even stated that some of his remarks backfired because they were misunderstood. Due to brand control, creative decisions, or logistical considerations, musicians frequently split apart for music videos. When constructing a conspiracy, disparate shots appear to be smoke. They appear to be Wednesdays if you're in the production industry. The performance snub was the only instance that really fueled the jealousy storyline. Let's drill that then. Sean Paul would later claim that he was humiliated by the modification in his VMA performance. At the time, Jay was blamed by Jamaican supporters. There are those articles. However, throughout the years, Sean Paul has made an effort to dispel the notion that Jay was the mastermind behind everything. Sean wasn't attempting to rekindle the beat, according to some follow-up stories. At the moment, he was describing the emotion. In summary, tension. Yes, sabotage was confirmed but not proven. No record, secret child. Why then do many still claim that Jay lost it whenever Sean Paul's name comes up? Because fans look for a missing cause when public marriages are shaky but not broken. Transparent communication is actually the missing piece. Additionally, Jay and Bi only use art to communicate when they feel like it. More important than rumors, let's conduct a fact stack. Confession through art, the conversation between Lemonade and 444 about suffering, treachery, and healing is still present. Subtext isn't that. That is the story arc they have documented. Limits inside the family. In the media, Beyoncé has never publicly embraced Nixon. According to Wright, no communication has occurred. She says so. Not refuted by Beyoncé's team, but heavily tab-selected. It is not a Beyoncé kid cover-up, but it is a human narrative. The quiet reality that no one seems to understand. Baby Boy served as a bridge across cultures. A pop queen's first solo era was accelerated by a Jamaican dancehall star, and the album topped the charts for 9 weeks. That collaboration made Sean Paul even more well-known throughout the world and solidified Beyoncé's early solo supremacy. The cut stage spot, the jealousy rumors, and the backlash are all wounds from a successful run, not evidence of a secret family. The statement made by Sean Paul that he employed diplomacy speaks volumes. That's how you safeguard your passport and your suitcase, according to industry standards. You keep it going. Your career is not defined by the relationship of another person. And 20 years later, that's precisely what took place. He continues to perform at festivals and is frequently asked about a song that never goes out of style. I'll keep it a secret from you all. This isn't a confirmed secret child. Repercussions from a legendary collaboration that clashed with real-life ego, love, and brand protection never stopped. After giving us a behind-the-scenes look, Jean Paul attempted to calm things down as the internet took off. Jay and Beyoncé eschewed the half-brother headlines and press conferences in favor of the microphone and the music. It's a depressing family tale. The channel I'm creating here is for you if you slay rumors with receipts. You're my type of viewer if you're still here. Clean narration, facts first, and no laziness. If you were able to differentiate receipts from reach thanks to this breakdown, please like. To ensure you don't miss the next in-depth analysis, hit the bell and subscribe buttons. And leave a comment to chat with me. Would you like to watch a complete timeline video of the 2003 VMA switch-up that includes all of the news hits chronologically? Or are we to do a career summary of Sean Paul? How dancehall subtly influenced the pop wave of the 2000s? I'm reading all of your posts. I'll see you at the following one.